Thank you, Phil. The first thank you I'd like to do is for the taxpayers of British Columbia that finance that risky real estate business that we were involved with. Thanks to CHRA for this very special award. I'm truly honored to be recognized in this way. I'd also like to recognize the other award recipients, Lan, Karn, and Nick. You've all made outstanding contributions to affordable housing across the country, and I'm proud to be recognized in your company. I'd also like to recognize Karen Kinsley, president of CMHC. We've been partners of Karen's for the last 10 years of her leadership at CMHC. It's been a great relationship, and there is a rumored retirement happening sometime in the near future. So thanks very much for all you've done, Karen. You would have thought that my fancy notes would have held up the test of time, but they now got out of order. The SRA initiative, Single Room Occupancy Initiative, was an important one. You saw by the pictures, SROs are not great housing, but they're often the last refuge before the street. These are 10 by 10 rooms with washrooms down the hall, often shared by up to 20 people. So you can imagine sharing a washroom with 20 strangers, limited cooking facilities, and a lot of folks dealing with mental health and addiction issues. So a very last resort kind of housing, but a very important one because always under the threat of demolition and conversion. So an initiative like this was important to help stabilize that housing stock while longer term and more appropriate solutions could be developed. We've just launched an ambitious P3 project. It's the first P3 for social housing in North America. An additional $150 million will be spent on those hotels to improve the living conditions in them over the next 3 years. Janice and I live in the downtown east side, and so I can see firsthand the contributions of saving those hotels have really made to people's lives across that area of the city. It's really gratifying to see that. Not so much for staff, because I'm always out doing inspections and things like that, and then always sending them along notes and stuff that we should be doing things a bit better. One of the gentlemen in the pictures there is the Honorable Rich Coleman. Rich has been the Minister of Housing in British Columbia for the past 7 years, and I've had the honor to work with him. He really has brought the passion and leadership and allowed us to take those opportunities and seize that kind of work in order to really make a huge difference. I'd also like to thank my colleagues from the City of Vancouver. They've been a tremendous partner as they work towards realizing their goal of ending street homelessness in Vancouver by 2015. Since 2008, the number of street homeless in Vancouver has decreased by 60%, and largely the results of the partnership that we enjoy with the City of Vancouver. Lastly, I would like to recognize the role of nonprofits. Governments are hopefully good at facilitating and putting together these kinds of deals, but it really is the nonprofits that make these developments work. They do an amazing job 24 hours a day. Groups like Vancouver Native, Portland Hotel Society, Lookout Emergency Aid Society, Coast Mental Health Foundation, and Atira are the ones that really make those projects and provide the necessary services to folks. Nonprofits and co-ops are the backbone of our social housing system in Canada, and just like to thank you for all the work that you do. SRAs are an important part of the housing continuum, but they're not great housing. And it's important to save that housing stock, but over time, in a country like ours, we can do better than a 10 by 10 room for people, and we need to do better. Thank you.